The one who says meat is murder, so you don't notice he's a pig until it's too late.
It was taken as the Bible by major news outlets.
I'd like to propose that Los Angeles consider a pilot program for free hygienic sexual relief clinics.
She scouted the building and talked about killing senators. Then thankfully, this idiot was arrested near the Capitol and now faces charges for the terror plot.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fox Breakdown. Tonight's Gutfeld. Covered a lot. A heated debate on why so many young women say they distrust men. A media hoax that fooled major outlets and politicians. A wild taxpayer-funded proposal out of LA. And a serious terror plot arrest in New York. Let's get into it.
But there could be another reason many women have negative views on men. They fall for losers. What I call predatory pretenders, sleazebags who masquerade as sensitive souls to trick you into the sack. The one who says meat is murder, so you don't notice he's a pig until it's too late. Or worse, it's the emotional manipulator who treats women badly, but does it from a position of neurotic mental angst. It's the guy who plays the sensitive, non-alpha male role until he gets what he wants. Then he gives you the "it's not you, it's me" speech when they dump you. They string you along for months, even years, often in the prime of your life, when you're at your hottest, and then skedaddle when you've gotten older and they've gotten bored. And when they leave, they say, "No, I'm just not ready. I'm dealing with so much right now. I'm just not in the right headspace. I need to work on myself. Also, Trump's still in office. Maybe if Kamala wins in 28, we can try again." In this case, sensitivity becomes a hard-to-argue shield that makes the woman feel guilty for wanting commitment or clarity. The guy deploys therapy speak about his mental health so he can bolt without owning the real reason, that the relationship is no longer exciting or convenient for him. And that's the problem. The guy who plants his flag on you for years, holding you hostage when you should be out there finding another real guy. Then he leaves when you should be settling down, and you got to start over and over. So the problem isn't that young women hate men, it's that they've been suckered by con artists who use jargon to justify bailing.
First up, the monologue tonight dug into a new poll showing 21% of women under 30 have a negative view of men, compared to just 7% of men who feel the same about women. The host's take. A chunk of that gap comes down to men who fake being sensitive, just to get what they want, then bail using therapy speak once the relationship stops being convenient for them. What he called predatory pretenders. It's a sharp, quotable monologue segment that sets up the whole debate.
I think actually you give a lot of credit to the females. You know, there's this talk that men are being radicalized on the internet, but I think women are being far more radicalized on the internet in like this femisphere where they just hate men, right? Yeah, there are some bad men out there like the ones you described, but those are kind of far few and in between. I think the bigger problem is that young women my age, we all bought into the girl boss regime. I did too myself, and now I'm 28 years old and I'm like, I did the career stuff. I have accomplishments that I'm proud of. I still like to work, but there's still something missing in my life. And I think a lot of these young women resent men, not because men are the root cause of all their problems, but because they were taught that men were. They put men in this box, and now with all their career accomplishments, according to this day, they're like, something's missing. Something doesn't fulfill me. And the thing that doesn't fulfill you is you're probably missing a companion. But you hate men so much, because that's what other feminists tell you to do, that you kind of are stuck between a rock and a hard place.
The panel ran with it from there. One guest argued a lot of young women bought into a girl boss, career-first mindset, and now feel something's missing, while another pushed back that this puts too much blame on women for being manipulated, instead of on the men doing the manipulating. Good back and forth for engagement, likely to spark strong opinions in the comments either way.
Kid hoaxes media with polls. Todd, a great story. I'm sure you covered it already. If not, you're a clueless jerk.
I am.
A 21-year-old guy admits making a fake election polling website as a social experiment to see if it would spread in the news. His fake surveys were promoted by politicians like LA Mayor Karen Bass and media outlets, including the California Post, before his site was shut down.
Second story, this one's a genuinely wild media accountability piece. A 21-year-old admitted to building a fake election polling website as a social experiment. and his made-up numbers got picked up and promoted by actual politicians and major news outlets before the site got shut down. The panel used it to hammer home a bigger point: how easily, a poll says, gets treated as gospel without anyone checking the source.
Should there be love huts for homeless sluts? At a recent LA City Council meeting, a resident proposed taxpayer-funded love shacks for the homeless. Roll it, Rita.
I'd like to propose that Los Angeles consider a pilot program for free hygienic sexual relief clinics, primarily serving the homeless and unhoused. This means equality. It means private sexual relief through masturbation or, where appropriate and consensual, with a partner, all funded by public tax dollars and managed with professional oversight. It's about allowing the homeless to have the same comforts and privacy that we have today.
So they want your money to go to homeless hookups as a form of equality. Sorry, if I want to help a homeless guy masturbate, I'll start jogging shirtless again. Sherrod, is this some kind of goof?
You know what, Greg? Let's be honest with ourselves. We need these.
Really?
Yeah, we need these. We need these. We got Pizza Hut. We can have a jerk-off hut. Because people need...
Third, brace yourself for this one. At a recent LA City Council meeting, a resident pitched taxpayer-funded private facilities offering sexual relief services aimed primarily at the homeless population. The panel could not believe it was a real proposal, and the reactions are some of the funniest, most unfiltered of the whole episode. Great clip for pure shock value in comments.
My fault for hiring somebody from Bravo. Our pick of the week comes from New York, where a woman plotted to bomb the state capitol in Albany after pledging allegiance to ISIS. She bought bomb materials, check this great picture out, at a Home Depot while wearing a burqa, and planned to hide the device in a DoorDash bag. There's the bag. Great work. The FBI tracked her for weeks using informants as she scouted the building and talked about killing senators. Then thankfully, this idiot was arrested near the Capitol and now faces charges for the terror plot. But you know, at least she didn't call attention to herself while buying bomb materials dressed as a radical beekeeper. Jesus, lady, why not tape a sign to your chest that says, Al-Qaeda are us?
And finally, real news. A New York woman was arrested near the state capitol in Albany after allegedly pledging allegiance to ISIS and buying bomb-making materials, with plans to target the building. FBI informants tracked her for weeks before the arrest. The panel's discussion got genuinely interesting here, too. A couple of guests raised real questions about how much of the plot was pushed along by the FBI's own informants versus the suspect acting alone, tying it to broader concerns about domestic radicalization. So that's 4 of the biggest moments from tonight's Gutfeld. A fiery gender relations debate, a media hoax that fooled the professionals, an outrageous city council proposal, and a real terror plot that got stopped in time. Which one are you most curious to hear reactions on? Drop it in the comments, hit like, and subscribe to Fox Breakdown for more.